Alright, what's up guys? So, Rap Rewind, they have uploaded a video titled The Breakfast Club Most Heated Interviews. Bro, I'm telling you right now, if I had to record this video when I was in middle school or elementary, the username would have took me out, because for those that don't know, I used to have a little bit of a speech problem. My tongue was anchored down to the bottom of my mouth, so any words that I heard, like the neighbor outside, but any words that started with an R, I said WAP Rewind, and I just you guys would have just had to went with it, because I'm telling you, man, my speech problems, it was bad up until middle school. But no, let's go ahead, check out this video, see the most heated interviews in the Breakfast Club. Nah, man, Breakfast Club done had some heated moments before. I think probably the most famous one was the Birdman one, where he wanted that respect on his name. But anyways, with that being said, make sure if you guys haven't, go subscribe to Rap Rewind for more videos like this. And with that being said, let's get into this video.
It's the 16th of January 2019, and we are here for Soulja Boy's, or should I say Big Draco's, first Breakfast Club interview. Now, make no mistakes, the Big Draco nickname wasn't inspired by Drake, but by Soulja Boy's genius.
Nickname from Drake, though.
Oh, what? Draco?
Draco.
No, nigga. My first name is Dre. My middle name is Cortez.
I'm gonna have to advise that you keep every spicy food away while watching this, because you know Soulja don't play. He's the first rapper in the history of anything to do everything.
I started this internet. I started the wave. I'm the reason why these new artists get signed. I'm the reason why it's a Lil Pump. I discovered Chief Keef. I'm the first big artist that worked with Lil B, Chief Keef, Riff Raff, everybody. I started this, bro. Why y'all think y'all got this camera? Charlamagne, why you think y'all got all these cameras in here right now? Why you think you got that camera right there looking at me right now? Oh, I've been doing this YouTube. I was the first artist on social media.
I agree with you on that. 100%.
I was the first artist on YouTube.
So Soulja was on the Breakfast Club talking about his various controversies. He stated that he had the biggest comeback of the year, but Angela Yee, Charlamagne, and DJ Envy all disagreed and claimed that Tyga had a bigger comeback than Soulja, and he was having none of it. At some point, Soulja even managed to drag Kylie Jenner and Travis Scott into this argument.
This nigga sitting right here talk about Tyga, the nigga that lost his bitch to Travis Scott.
Oh shit! Holy shit!
The nigga that Travis Scott nutted in the bitch and got her pregnant.
Damn! Holy shit, Big Draco!
Him? He had the biggest.
Those guys are so messed up for gassing them up too, because it's like, that's equivalent to when it's like, there's that, like, I don't know, like that, like, kid in the family where they, I don't know, they on some type of business, and then you just hype it up a kid. I ain't trying to disrespect Soulja Boy, but it's like, at the same time, it's like, they wasn't being honest with him. You know, I guess, like, I don't know, with me, if I'm on you know, if I have my own radio show and the rapper comes up on there and they talking on all these different things, I don't know, I guess, like, I just would probably just be looking at them like, okay, and then lay out the facts. I'm like, fam, I ain't trying to beef with you, but at the same time, these are the facts, all right? This is stuff that even you know, so, but anyway.
Come back.
This little incident you just witnessed became a full-blown beef with both Tyga and Soulja Boy dropping diss tracks against each other. Both rappers made diss songs using the beat of Blueface's Tatiana. But perhaps this isn't even the best part of the interview. Charlamagne then asked Soulja about the numerous endorsement deals he supposedly has. This is when Soulja drops his iconic line, "Millions is millions."
You announced you had a $400 million deal with the World Poker Fund.
That was facts, nigga. What is what?
You said it was an $80 million a year contract for 5 years for in-flight gaming.
Nigga, Google it. I still got the contract right now. What is you talking about?
Well, the company said it turned out that it was just shares that were valued at $2.5 million.
Same thing. Well, millions is millions, bound baby.
No, Soulja.
I know. It's not. There's a difference,
bro. $400 million in the stock.
Yeah, I'm like, anybody watching this, what would you rather have? 400 million? I guess some people probably would say 2 million, because it's a little bit more easier to manage than 400 million. 400 million is a lot, so I'm pretty sure that might be overwhelming for people. But I'm like, with me, I'm like, look, bro, I will overcome my overwhelms and all that stuff. I'm like, nah, bro, 400 million is 400 million. You can't compare 400 million to 2 million. All right. So, anyways, that's like somebody, like, on an average person that got $400. That's like somebody takes the 400 and gives you $2 back, talking about dollars is dollars. No, bro, a fist across your face is violence, and that's what's about to happen. You better give me my money back. All right. So I'm just saying, like, you can't. There ain't no comparison.
0.5. That's a big difference.
Millions of millions, my baby.
During this same interview, Soulja Boy also managed to rename the city of Compton.
Yeah.
You're not from Compton?
I am from Bumpton.
You from Compton?
Yeah, I'm from Bumpton, yeah.
I thought you from Mississippi somewhere.
Nah, I'm from Bumpton. I'm from California, Bumpton, yeah.
How?
What you mean how? Where you from, South Carolina?
Yeah.
How you from there?
I was born and raised there.
Okay, believe that.
You was born in Compton?
Nah, I was born in Chicago.
Soulja Boy then had another classic moment when Charlamagne called Drake the biggest rapper in the world. In fact, you could say Soulja Boy bodied Drake first, even before Kendrick did. He then renamed the sixth god Aubrey Graham in the wheelchair, or the light-skinned ninja from DeGeneres.
The biggest rapper in the world!
These niggas, Drake? Drake?
Turned that into a whole
that got
meme.
bodied by Pusha T?
Soulja Boy has so many moments in this interview that went viral, but the next rapper's interview created a huge scandal that might even be the reason one of the hosts of The Breakfast Club left the show.
The Gucci Mane one.
So, back in 2010, Gucci Mane had an interview with Angela Yee on Sirius XM Radio. During this interview, Angela was passing some weird vibes and saying some things that made it seem like she was flirting with Gucci.
Maybe it was somebody around you.
Man,
Damn.
listen, can't nobody take shit from me. Ain't nobody never took nothing from me.
I
It's
just
crazy to think like that's Gucci Mane, because just like you see him now, and then it's like, dang, I think it was an interview that he did do with Charlamagne the God, and it was like a interview just with Charlamagne, but he was like talking on, I think, just that time when he was in prison, and just how much like it changed him and things. And so it is crazy to see if if there's any rapper in this world that had a crazy comeback, it's Gucci Mane, bro. That's just, I don't know, that's just my own personal opinion. There's probably other people out there that, they would say different, and I ain't trying to take that away from you, but I feel like when you see Gucci Mane before, and it was like, yeah, he had a well-established name, like any and everybody knew who Gucci Mane was back then. All right, you seen that name somewhere, or at least you seen that picture going around when he had the ice cream cone tattooed on his face. But it's like he goes to prison, he comes back. I don't know, I feel like that. Yeah, there's some rappers that I feel like then came back out of prison and they can have a well-established career. But I feel like his career, it elevated even more. So it's like, yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm about like, nah, I ain't trying to, I know people gonna probably be all like, oh, you a Gucci Mane fan, you this, fam, I don't really be listening to Gucci Mane like that, but I do, follow him, I guess, in a way. But yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm all like, I did pay attention to, like, after the fact of him leaving prison. And yeah, he seems like he's doing good. So, but anyways, back to the video.
took something, you didn't even feel it.
You can take it. Can you take it?
Oh my God. I'm sure. You know what they say about little girls, especially Asian ones?
Fat puss.
Is that what they say?
You know what they say?
I was gonna say deep. Do you like women that come up to you and are aggressive?
Oh no, I do. I do like that. But for me to talk to them, I just gotta feel you.
Okay. I think I've been to. Actually, I've never been to a strip club in New York ever.
Well, you ain't never been if you ain't been with me anyway.
Big dick, because he always says that.
It is. You never want to put your hand in these pants.
That means that you don't go down on women, because they say guys with big dicks don't do
We
that.
talked about that before.
Yeah, naturally why. But you've done it since then.
I'm like, fam, if my thing is this, I can imagine myself being an interviewer, and I'm just kind of just sitting there waiting to, like, just looking back and forth at them. Like, what is this conversation right now? We should be talking. I'm like, what is going on? I'm like, hey, if that's the conversation, I'm like, I'm going to exclude myself out. You just let me know when and then I'll talk about, like, the movies, the music, and everything else. The normal stuff, the stuff that we went over on the list. What you talking about is your own. Yeah, she was giving out some weird vibes. You having a conversation like that with somebody, I'm like, there's a, she talking about, like, I think she was all like, oh yeah, that's like the word around is deep. I'm like, yeah, there's a deeper meaning behind this conversation. I don't want no parts of it. That's between y'all, all right? But anyways.
Definitely gone down since then.
No, my dick's still big.
These two eventually had another interview in 2017, this time on The Breakfast Club. Gucci Mane was a guest on the show, and he stated that he and Angela Yee have some history together.
What would I be saying? What you gonna do to me?
It's not what I was going to do. It's not
we've
what I
seen
would do to you.
videos.
It's what I was going to say to you.
Oh.
You know, because we had already had a history.
Hey, you smash Angela Yee, Gucci?
Okay.
Of course not.
But according to Angela, nothing like this ever happened, and she never wanted anything to do with Guwa. But Gucci had another story to tell and stated that she did try to get with him.
I'm saying, come on, guys.
Based off that interview, there had to have been some more conversations happening. I ain't trying to disrespect her. I mean, if nothing happened, nothing happened. But I just felt like, yeah, that's just one of those things where I'm all like, you know, you really gotta be careful, I guess, with what you say, because somebody might get the wrong idea. But I mean, if there were some stuff that happened behind the scenes, it's like, I don't think it should be embarrassing. I'm like, I don't know. I guess like with me, if it's like, if I got put on blast for wanting to get with somebody, I'm like, okay, and I'm like, I guess I don't know. With me, I'm different. It's one of those things where I'm like, I had to say I got in a situation where I do have a little bit of a Charlemagne personality where I'm like, I ain't got nothing to hide. I'm not scared of admitting to some stuff. So yeah, it's just one of those things where I'm like, I guess with me, I wouldn't care. But anyways,
Try it.
Okay.
She was on my dick back then.
Oh, okay.
That is a lie.
I'm not lying.
No, we was cool. I was not on your dick. Stop
You
it.
used to be texting me what hotel you was at and shit
That is a lie.
You said
That, never.
Gucci stated that
the way
Angela
he's
would-
looking, yeah, you can tell something. It probably, I don't know. Maybe she's looking at it as all like he means like, oh, I'm doing this every day. Yeah, it might have been like a few times and things, but yeah, something happened behind the scenes.
Captain. He claimed that she sent him messages asking about what hotel he was staying at, but Angela was sure that Gucci probably had her mistaken for someone else. Gucci Mane then began to go into details and stated that the incident happened after an interview he had with Melissa Ford in New York. And this was when Angela put on her Johnny Cochran.
Remember when we did that interview a long time ago with Melissa Ford and all that, and they used calling me?
Gucci got a good
That
memory.
you definitely, no.
Service shit. Stop it.
That definitely was not me.
I don't know who it was,
I
then.
put my life on that. It must have been somebody else in there. I would swear on my life. On my unborn child. I have never hit Gucci asking him what hotel he's in.
Oh wow.
But this incident didn't end here. Gucci stated that he was banned from the Breakfast Club because of this interview. Angela Yee stated that he was never banned, but if he wanted to come back to the show, he would have to apologize to her publicly. But everyone knows Gucci was never going to do that. Instead, Gucci did a private interview with only Charlemagne and doubled down on his claims that Angela did try to sleep with him.
What you mad
This
about?
is the interview.
This shit wasn't even no big deal. I would never say nothing else about it. I never brought it up. But don't never try to act like you didn't do it. You did. You did.
She said she feel like you disrespected her.
She disrespected herself. She disrespected herself. That's what she did. She just made a big deal out of something that wasn't even a big deal. She disrespected herself. Now she embarrassed. And now whoever her dude is, he like, damn, you been a freak like that? You telling dude you want him to hit the bottom of that motherfucker?
Angela Yee did continue to deny these allegations, and this incident affected her relationship with her co-hosts, especially Charlemagne. Many believe Angela Yee left the show because of this Gucci Mane incident. But the official reason stated by DJ Envy and Charlemagne is that she left the show because she got an opportunity to start her own show, her own thing. And you can be sure Gucci is never going to be invited to that show. Our next interview is one where the hosts of the Breakfast Club were being schooled on their own show. If you don't leave this video with anything, I can bet this next interview will actually leave you inspired. So back in March 2015, Dame Dash was on the Breakfast Club. The interview started on a really chilled note, but the atmosphere became heated when DJ Envy asked Dame about how he met Jay-Z. Dame outrightly refused to answer this question.
Meet up with Jay-Z, who was from Brooklyn, because like you guys, Harlem guys are tight.
You really still curious about the Jay-Z?
Absolutely.
You don't know the
People are always
story?
Curious. Nah, we want you to tell the story.
Let me ask you a question.
No, this is not. You're not asking questions, Dave. We're asking you. People want to know that.
Can I ask you a question? Because have you never asked this question from me before about Jay-Z?
I have, but
you mean, right? If somebody asks you the same questions 25 times, maybe 2,500 times, do you still want to talk about the same thing? Yes or no?
No.
So that's just me being human.
No, I understand.
So I don't care what platform we on. I'm sick of talking about it. Let's talk about something else.
At some point during this interview, the interviewers became the interviewee, as Dame was now the one asking most of the questions and controlling the conversation.
Why are men so worried?
I guess, yeah, no, I can't see his point, though, where it's all like, if somebody is asking me the same question, I'm like, fam, we talked on this before. I'm like, Jay-Z was walking out of a 7-Eleven, I was walking in. Next thing you know, we got to rapping about music, and then we got to rapping. Point blank, period. End the story. I'm like, oh, no, I guess with me, I'll tell it quick. I'm like, we linked up and we started making music. I'm like, you know the story and things. So it's just one of those things where I'm like, I don't know. It's something where I'm like, I know I don't like repeating myself on stuff. If I have to, then I'm like, okay, remember what I said last time, carry it on, all right? So, or I'm like, you know, because I know this is going to get posted on YouTube, so I'm like, the last time we talked on it, just link it down below in the comment section or description, and then, yeah, you know, people could click on that link. So, but anyways, moving on, but anyways, getting back to the video.
About other men and how much money they got and all this other man stuff. Why?
Well, I think part of it is social media. You know what happens?
But what's that got to do with it?
No, we put up a picture like,
so you make money
Damon
from
Dash was here, and a bunch of people would be like, ask him this, and it is true.
It's a money thing.
It is true that people ask the same questions because some people might not have heard the answer. Be one person.
Everybody heard this answer.
Dame Dash stated that a real man should never have a boss and instead should own a business and never work for anyone. So if you have a boss, well, according to Dame, then you are not a real man.
For someone to pay
I don't know. I'm gonna have to step in on that. The thing is, the reason why I say that is because I just remember at my last job, I think it's all about boss showing you respect. And I have to say, at my last job, I felt like that the even the managers, where it was like after the fact that the one manager that hired me and he left, there, you know, I feel like there was at times when we bumped heads and things, but I do feel like that there was like a mutual respect going on between like us. We didn't disrespect each other. There were some times where it's like if we slip up, we slip up. But I don't think there's anything wrong with working for somebody. I'm like, many people have done it. It's like, it's something where I'm like, I don't know, maybe he hasn't done it, but I'm like, or he just hasn't done enough of it. But yeah, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. I don't think man or woman. I'm like, if you work, there's people, my thing is this, there's people in this world where they done work for whoever, and they've had a good like thing going, you know, live, died, all that stuff. It is just like, yeah, they had no problems with working with some people. So yeah, that's something where I'm like, I don't know about that one. I don't think there's anything wrong with working for somebody, because it's like, you know, my thing is this, I'm like, okay, so what do you say if you're signed to a record label and you're making music for that individual, or, you know, for that record label? There's obviously going to be a boss at that record label, and I guarantee and I promise you, unless he's independent, then I'm like, okay, then it's like, yeah, then you're your own boss. But if you're not and you're signed with a record label, it's like, fam, you got a boss too. So I'm saying, it's just, even if it's like after the fact, still though.
So they could call me, so I could call them a boss. That's like calling somebody daddy. No one can tell me that. And that's priceless to me.
But I'm here because I
don't care. You enjoy having a man be able to tell you
but you
like, look what I'm doing right now. Look at my son. I taught my son never to have a boss. He's 23. He owns a restaurant. He has cookies. He has equity. He busts his ass so he can pass it on to his son. If that's not what you hustling for, you're selfish.
But so I imagine his son probably has some people working underneath him, unless he is just doing the business by himself. But it's like, okay, let's say the business skyrockets and he can't manage it by himself. So what? He got people under. So my thing is this. So it's like, okay, your son comes up to you. He's all like, hey, I'm going to hire some people for my restaurant. I'm going to hire some people for my business. And you're going to be all like, no, don't do that, because you taking away their manhood. So it's like his business ends up getting shut down because he's backed up on all these different orders. It's like, man, come on now. Make it make sense.
You keep saying I'm worried about my kids. You worried about you.
Dame stated that Envy and Charlemagne are not real men because they have a boss, don't do their own business, and have the wrong mentality.
We have different.
You like a boss, I don't.
It's not a matter about having a boss.
Yes, it is. In my matter, it is. It doesn't matter to you. In me, it does.
Because I have enough investments.
I don't. Investments. You don't own nothing. You don't own nothing.
What do you
investments. You sound smart to somebody dumb. You know what I'm saying? Is you got a boss.
But Dame wasn't done just yet. He stated that Charlemagne and Envy sell gossip for a living, and this makes him question their manhood.
Like, you sell gossip, you're a man. How do men sell gossip? That's for women.
Y'all
talk about what other people say. Every day y'all talking about what you heard. Oh my God. You proud to say which one? Because I have testosterone, I got nuts.
And then it's like, who are the two guys that sit next to him? So it's like, you're in a way, I don't even think he realized what he was saying. Because it's like, if these two guys work for you, then you're pretty much saying that they're not men because they work for you. That's something where I'm about like, nah, I think I would have chimed in and be like, hold up, wait a minute, time out. What do you mean by that? Because I work for you, so I'm not a man. Okay, I quit. So I'm like, my thing is this. I'm like, if I'm his security guard, and then I'm like, no, you go out and defend yourself. You go outside. So that's what I'm saying. It's like, people, you got to pay attention to what you say, because I feel like it would be in a situation where it's like, okay, I'm not making enough money. I have to go out and get me some sort of job. Maybe in his situation where he don't really need to do that, but let's just say it's all like, you know, even if it's something where it's like you're just working for that person just for a short period of time. Like, yeah, let's say you go out on tour. even though it's all like, yeah, you might not have no boss while you out on tour, but it's like still there are things that you gotta follow by and listen to and all this other crap, as if like you do have a boss figure in your life. So it's like you go and you perform at a stadium. I'm pretty sure whoever it is that owns that stadium, they give you a list of rules like, okay, you can't do this, can't perform this, can't do that, can't, you know, and you gotta listen to that. So it's like, yeah, they might not be your boss everywhere you go, but for that moment, for them, however many hours you up on stage performing, you do have somewhat of a boss. All right, so, but and that doesn't take away the fact that you're a man. It's just one of those things where it's like, I don't know what he was really getting at and things, but maybe it's just he allowed his emotions to get the best of him. But anyways,
I don't listen to other men's gossip, and a man that gossips to me don't have nuts. So that means he has a vagina.
It's not gossip though, because I'm telling you what they said.
Tell me who said it.
However, while Dame took his time to school the entire Breakfast Club, this rapper decided that he didn't need to be invited to be at the show. He just pulled up to the station and decided to give everyone a piece of his mind.
Yes, sir. I want to start this shit off straight, telling all three of y'all stop playing with my name. Let's go on there. Let's go. Stop playing with my fucking name. Let's go.
Let's do it on camera.
Stop playing with my name.
Let's go right on in.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
This interview turned out to be the most iconic moment, not only on the Breakfast Club, but also one of the most iconic moments in hip-hop history. Someone has surely pissed Birdman off. I mean, Baby managed to drop so many iconic lines in a space of 2 minutes. First, he put on his shades. Then he told Charlemagne and his fellow presenters, when my name come up, respect it.
Nigga, when my name come up, respect it.
Birdman then tells all three presenters, stop playing with my fucking name, all three of y'all, and he ain't gonna say it no more.
Stop playing with my...
No, he didn't say no, he said no mo. Like, there's a difference between more and mo. More, yeah, you're having a cordial conversation. Mo, you being serious.
Fucking name. All three of y'all, stop playing with my name.
Now, let's make one thing clear. This interview hasn't even begun at all. This is just Birdman letting off steam, and Charlemagne tells Baby to get it all off his chest.
Tell him, get it off your chest, Birdman.
Said it already. I ain't gotta talk no more.
Cause I don't understand the angle. Like what?
Said it already.
So why come here?
I did it already. I'm here. So what's happening?
This is when it became clear that Birdman's problem is actually with Charlemagne. He told Charlemagne that he came to the studio because he wanted to say the things he has to say to his face like a man. Birdman even explained that he knew a couple of places where he could have pulled up on Charlemagne, but he didn't do it because he didn't think that was gangster.
Clear your man in your face.
Absolutely.
You understand me? I knew a few places you was at. I could have pulled up, but I don't think that was gangster. I wanted to come look you in your face like a man and tell you how I feel.
Okay.
You understand me? Straight up like a man.
So what's the issue?
And he wasn't done just yet. I mean, you gotta understand that this isn't one of those interviews where the interviewer decides what will be talked about. Instead, Baby tells the interviewers once again to put some respect on his name.
I just come to let y'all know, stop, put some respect on my name. You understand me? When y'all say my name, put some respect on me.
Birdman wasn't out of iconic lines just yet. He then drops another line no one will forget anytime soon. This time he said to the presenters one of the most gangster lines anyone could ever come up with.
Y'all finished or y'all done? I ain't got no more talking. That's right.
All right.
And they all just bounced.
This interview remains the Breakfast Club's shortest interview ever, but it's also their most watched video. This interview also solidified the Breakfast Club's status as the home for the most popular, controversial, and the best hip-hop interviews. And even though they've lost one of the original hosts of the show, the Breakfast Club still remains a hub for a lot of great content and great hip-hop interviews.
I can see where Angela Yee, though, I can see where it might be a situation where she'll come back, probably either for an interview or just overall, like, who knows, maybe like as a permanent host and things. Because I think, who was it they had? And it's like Jess Hilarious. I think they had her as a host for a little bit and stuff. I don't know if she's still hosting, because I think there's like, didn't they say she had a kid or something like that? So I think I don't know, they're just like, maybe she is, maybe she's not. But Nah, man. That is one thing though. I am gonna say about Charlamagne the God is that nah, like, bro, he will say some things though. Like, for those that don't really know of the Breakfast Club, Charlamagne the God, like Charlamagne the God, he's the one where it's like he's gonna upset somebody. I say that because, fam, he went on ridiculousness. He upset the Chanel West Coast. He done upset people, as you guys can see on his own like the Breakfast Club show. He done probably went in other places now upset people. Yeah, it's just one of those things where it's like he says things that can get a person going. Like, and I think that is something where it's like about him where he's just too much of a open person. Like, he says everything that's on his mind. And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with being honest, but at the same time, it's like, it's one of those things where it's like, fam, there are at times where you can just, you know, just not like, just don't say nothing. All right, just don't say nothing. But I mean, I get him though. Like, I know cause he does. Where are my books at? I had like, I put them all across my room, but I did buy one of his books. I need to sit down and read it and stuff, because I did get a little distance in it and stuff. But yeah, he is one of those people where it's all like he's gonna say how he feels, and that's him and stuff. I think it was when he was on Ridiculous. No, he said he talks as if like he got like a gun up to his face. I'm like, fam, not every situation or conversation requires you to talk as if you got a gun up to your face, all right? You can have a normal conversation with somebody and not insult them, I guess, you know, but, or say something disrespectful or crazy, but anyways, yeah, that's just how he is. But no, if you guys haven't, make sure you go subscribe to Rap Rewind for more videos like this. Go check out the Breakfast Club, and also subscribe to me too. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching, and peace.